Did you have a good Valentine's Day? No? Well, too bad. Here's why you've been roped into buying unnecessary things for your partner. Valentine's Day, cloaked in the guise of modern love, traces its roots to the raucous Roman festival of Lupercalia. Here, in a celebration that makes modern dating apps look tame, young Romans engaged in fertility rites that included animal sacrifices and, of all things, matchmaking by lottery. Fast forward to the 3rd century, and we meet a defiant priest named Valentine. This man, in a bold move against Emperor Claudius II's ban on young soldiers marrying, decided love trumps law. Secret marriages were Valentine's specialty until his execution made him a martyr of love. As centuries turned, Lupercalia's pagan edges softened under the Christian cloak, morphing into a day honoring Saint Valentine. Enter the Middle Ages, where the notion of romantic love really takes off, thanks in part to poets like Chaucer. Suddenly, February 14th isn't just about fertility, it's about love letters, poetry, and the kind of courtly love that would make even a cynic swoon. This era birthed the custom of exchanging love notes and tokens, a far cry from swiping right butt with a charm all its own. These early customs laid the groundwork for the Valentine's Day we recognize, a day when love, in all its forms, is celebrated, from the grand gestures of the nobility to the simple, heartfelt tokens of the peasantry. This historical journey from a chaotic fertility festival to a refined expression of courtly love and devotion reveals a day that has always been about connections, sometimes in the most unexpected ways. In the thick of the 19th century, Valentine's Day got serious, transforming from quaint tradition to full-blown industry, thanks to the unstoppable march of industrialization. Accessibility was the era's hallmark. Valentine's cards, once the preserve of the few, were now in the hands of the many, democratizing expressions of love. The UK's penny post system turned the act of sending love notes from a cumbersome endeavor into a national pastime, effectively increasing the expectations placed upon lovers of the period. Esther Howland added fuel to the flames, an entrepreneur who saw not just cards but opportunity. She didn't just enter the Valentine's card game, she changed it, turning a European import into an exaggerated version of itself and founding America's Valentine's Day industry. Howland's approach wasn't just about cards, she crafted an industry. This is why the evolution of Valentine's Day gifts to include chocolates, flowers, and jewelry wasn't random. It was strategic. Each gift spoke a different language of love, proving that where emotions ran high, profit was to be made. This lesson still applies to many industries today, in fact. Enter the 20th century, where advertising kicked the door down and took Valentine's Day from tradition to commercial titan. Advertisements didn't just suggest, they insisted that love, true love, comes wrapped in glossy packaging. For example, chocolate manufacturers like Cadbury and Hershey's launched extensive marketing campaigns emphasizing the romantic associations of chocolate and positioning it as an ideal gift for expressing love. They sold not just products but dreams, embedding the idea so deeply in the cultural consciousness that skipping Valentine's Day gifts became akin to a cardinal sin. Florists also cashed in, popularizing roses en masse. Advertising slogans such as "Say it with flowers" and "Roses are red" reinforced the idea that giving roses was a meaningful gesture of affection. This isn't just mere commercialization, but a masterclass in market creation for those willing to learn this skill. Love, as it turns out, is not in the air, it's on the shelves available for purchase. Valentine's Day, ladies and gentlemen, where love meets logistics. The 20th and 21st centuries witnessed Valentine's Day morphing under the influence of advertising, evolving from a day of modest expressions of love to a showcase of marketing might. It was full-throttle propaganda campaign, leveraging every tool in the box from heart-tugging commercials to billboard declarations of love. The message was clear: real love comes with a price tag, and the higher, the better. Consumer behavior shifted under this relentless barrage. Spending trends skyrocketed as societal expectations ballooned, creating a cycle of spend and outspend. The pressure to participate turned Valentine's Day into a high-stakes game of romantic one-upmanship. Suddenly it was the brand, the size, and the exclusivity. This trend also applies to another hallmark of physical romance: diamond wedding rings. The most infamous participant in this particular industry is De Beers, a globally dominant diamond consortium accused of price and market manipulation, as well as child or slave labor, among other controversies. This dominance traces back to the late 19th and early 20th centuries, when diamonds were discovered in South Africa, leading to the formation of De Beers Consolidated Mines Limited in 1888. Their hoarding of diamonds for to be strategically released in small quantities, as well as their relentless marketing, have inflated the prices of diamonds globally and far beyond their practical value. Furthermore, there have been allegations of unethical practices such as price fixing and cartel behavior aimed at maintaining De Beers' monopoly position. In 2004, De Beers settled a class action lawsuit in the United States, agreeing to pay $295 million to plaintiffs who accused the company of price fixing and monopolistic practices. The digital age, with the advent of social media and digital marketing, only amplified these dynamics. Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter became battlegrounds for public displays of affection, where the currency was likes and the stakes were visibility and envy. This global spread sparked conversations about the essence of Valentine's Day and other love traditions, especially regarding their plasticization amid commercial pressures and cultural differences. All this is not to say that unusual traditions surrounding love have not existed throughout history, however. Bundling, for example, was a quaint courtship ritual from colonial America and Europe. Walks the tightrope between intimacy and decorum. Young couples, fully clothed, share a bed, sometimes with a wooden board between them. This was done in order to kindle emotional connection without crossing the physical line, all under the watchful eye of societal norms. This practice, popular among the British and Dutch, wasn't just about laying down next to someone. It was about building emotional closeness and comfort in another's presence, where conversations in the dark laid the foundation for a deeper bond. Bundling offered a unique solution to the age-old dilemma of how to build a meaningful relationship pre-marriage without courting scandal. In the serene landscape of 17th century Wales, love found another expression, this time in an artful and tender tradition: the crafting of love spoons. These wooden spoons, ornately carved and brimming with symbolism, served as heartfelt tokens of affection. Symbols like hearts, keys, and padlocks were not mere decorations but carried deep meanings: love, access to one's heart, and a commitment to stay by each other's side. The creation of each spoon was a quiet testament to a suitor's dedication, skill, and the depth of his feelings. Beyond their beauty, love spoons embodied a significant cultural tradition in Wales, capturing the essence of love and commitment in a form both practical and symbolic. It can be considered fortunate that these were not commercialized to the same degree as many other traditions and have resultingly maintained much of their original charm. In the realm of wedding traditions, Scotland takes the cake, or rather throws it, along with a few other less appetizing ingredients, in the face of convention. Blackening the bride isn't your run-of-the-mill prenuptial celebration. It was a bizarre ritual where the bride-to-be, and often her partner, are ambushed and adorned not with flowers or pearls, but with a medley of muck. While ingredients varied, it was effectively a concoction that could include anything from treacle to the grimy grit of soot, all in the name of love. Here, the goal wasn't to shine, but to be slimed, under the guise of warding off evil spirits or testing the couple's resilience. It's a practice that prompts an immediate double-take, a communal endeavor that transforms the road to matrimony into a spectacle of splatter.